Welcome to the channel. I'm Tony the Technician, and today we're going to be going into the Tekton website and checking out their newly released ratcheting wrenches. I didn't know about this, and normally when I check the Tekton website, right here on the front page or the home screen, usually they have like their newly released tools on there, but they don't have it there for some reason. But they do have their newly released ratcheting wrenches out. So if you guys have owned Tekton or followed Tekton in the past, they had all 6-point ratcheting wrenches of different styles. They discontinued them and they've been, basically selling what's left over in stock. One thing I'm not sure about are stubby wrenches. I haven't seen anything as far as newly or, coming soon on those or anything like that. But in order to get to the wrenches at the top, you'll see this section, or you can scroll down to this section and find wrenches over here. If you go up here though, you can specify what you want to look at. Here we're going to be looking at the ratcheting wrenches, so let's just go ahead and pull that up. This is going to pull up basically all their different offerings in all 3 different styles, as well as all the different size sets and the organizers that you can get with them. So we're going to kind of refine this. Up here at the top you can see what they offer. They have the reversible combination ratcheting wrenches, the flex head combination, and the long double box end ratcheting wrenches. So the first one we're going to look at, we're going to save this one since the reversible combination one is actually still coming soon. It is not released. Maybe by the time this video is out, I'm going to hopefully get this up within 2 days, but I'm doing my best. First, we're going to look at the flex heads. So before, like I was stating, they were 6-point designs, and I don't think they had reversible ones before. I think they had flex heads and then the long double box ends and stubbies. I could be wrong. It's been quite a while. But looking at the flex heads, there are some differences from their old style. It wasn't just that they went to a 12-point or anything like that. I don't know specifically if their contract was up with the manufacturer or the factory that they were working with, or if prices were just not worth it, or if they were just looking for a change, or what the reasoning was for the change. I don't know specifics or anything on that, but they definitely made a change. Now, normally when you see Tekton make a change, it is an improved version, a complete redesign, or they switched from China to the USA, and they've done that with a lot of products. That's why I like Tekton. And even though their prices have went up over the few years that I've been talking about them, probably the last 6 or 7 years, everything in this country has went up in price a ridiculous amount. Some of these are still really good deals though, especially when you compare it to some of the other brands on the market in the same quality range. So I'm going to be sharing some of those other sets with you just so you can kind of see a price comparison. And Tekton's been a brand that I've really enjoyed, had good experiences with, and they have a fantastic rewards program, a fantastic warranty. Here you can just see the different offerings. Here you can buy them individually. Then you get into their set offerings. So here you can get just metric, just SAE, and then a combination of both. And then instead of a pouch, you can get them with their new modular tool organizer or wrench organizer made by Ernst, made in the USA. If you are interested, I have a video on this organizer specifically. The ones Tekton sells do not come with the magnets on the base, but you can order them directly from Ernst, and I think it's like $2 more to get the ones with the magnets, which is a really nice addition. But if you're not like mobile or in a tool cart that you're pushing around constantly, you don't need the magnets. You can save a few dollars. Still possibly order it from Ernst just because they are a couple dollars cheaper directly from them instead of going through Tekton. Now, here you can see metric, SAE combination, different size sets, and then you can get them in sets without an organizer. This is a 14-piece set, 6 through 19. That's more your common size set that you would see. This one is $160 with the modular organizer. No storage, it's $150. So just keep in mind $150 unless you're looking for a set specifically with an organizer. With the new design, it is a brushed chrome plating, so it's not going to be your polished chrome. So I'm not sure why they went that route. I'm not personally a fan of the brush stuff. I know a lot of people are. It's not a big deal. Like, it wouldn't stop me from buying this wrench set if I was in the market for one, but I just prefer a polished chrome over the satin kind of look. You do have a directional arrow so you can see the direction of the ratcheting mechanism. Now, one thing I did think was weird, when we get into some of these other sets, you will see just how many of these wrenches are like the same length, and it'll be like it's not like two of them and then it goes up two more of the same size. I'll show you that here in just a little bit, but this set is 6 through 19 without skipping a size. This is a 72 tooth mechanism. There you can see the breakdown of it and how it's built and put together. Here are the 3 different designs that they have, just so you can kind of see the length and size comparisons. There you can see the flex head, 180 degrees. The 12-point box end works for 6, 12, and square. Here you can see the Tekton rating on these for torque. The dotted line is going to be the ratcheting box end requirements to meet the ASME, and Tekton is well above that. A majority of them, the smaller ones, you know, they're right at or just above. And then the solid black line is actually the ASME rating for torque on a combination box end, so non-ratcheting. And you can see that these ratcheting mechanisms meet the non-ratcheting requirements, so they should be quite durable and quite strong. Smooth satin chrome finish. I mean, it looks good, it looks clean, just not my go-to. I just prefer a chrome. But here you can actually see, now this is for SAE, but you can see the specifications of each individual wrench, the length, width, height, and wrench weight. Just look at this 14-piece set with no storage. That is $150. The gear wrench version of this is a 16-piece set. The 12-piece set is $161. So with the Tekton, you're getting a little bit larger set with a modular toolbox wrench organizer. So I do prefer the Tekton set over the gear wrench, even though I haven't used these new Tekton ones. With gear wrench, I do love gear wrench as a brand, but when it comes to their ratcheting wrenches, I always have to have my hands on them first, because gear wrench has so many different wrench sets and they're all from like different factories or something. You can get either a fantastic set of ratcheting wrenches from gear wrench, or you can end up with a complete turd of a set. So that's one thing with gear wrench. When it comes to the ratcheting wrenches, I have to have my hands on them before I purchase them. Here we have the Milwaukee set. This is a 15-piece set, and this is at $300. Now granted, this does have like 144 tooth, or for a 2.5 degree arc swing, so this does have a little bit more design and engineering going into the Milwaukee set, but the Milwaukee stuff is always, when it comes to their hand tools, I think Milwaukee hand tools are definitely overpriced. But if you can get some of the Milwaukee hand tools on sale, there's some good deals out there. So I think with the Tekton pricing in this size set, it's a good price range for its quality range. But once again, it can get pretty spendy if you're looking at getting a full set of both metric and SAE. Getting into their reversible ratcheting wrenches, I like the design. It's going to be a 72 tooth across the board. So that goes for all 3 of their ratcheting wrenches that they've released, or are about to release, I should say. They're all going to be 72 tooth. So once again, they're going to offer it in 3 different offerings. Individually, you can purchase them, same sizes. You can get them in the roll pouch, in the modular organizer, or in sets without an organizer. Looking at the, once again, metric set 6 through 19 at $150 for a reversible ratcheting wrench set, I think that's a good price. I picked up probably my favorite ones that I actually own are my DeWalt ones, which I've had really good experiences with. They're really smooth operate. I like the angle and kind of the bend to the angle. I know it's hard to explain. It's not like a sharp 15-degree bend. It's gradual and smooth. I just overall like the design of it, and these Tekton ones are built very similarly. And one thing I did notice, I've seen this before on another brand, but I can't think of what brand. You can see here, looking at the reverse switch, it's more of an open kind of cutaway area. I like the design. I like it. It looks good, but just like one of my subscribers, we were discussing these, and both of us, our first thought was, how easy is it going to be for like dirt and grime and stuff to get packed into this reverse switch area? It's hard to tell from photos. You can't really tell if it's completely sealed. Down here, if you look at the parts, it definitely looks like it it's going to keep stuff out just because of the design here, but just seeing it here, I just feel like that's somewhere where a bunch of buildup is going to be at, and I would hate for, you know, dirt and debris to get jammed up in there and then eventually work its way into the gear and pawl and stuff. Just my thoughts, but overall I like the design of it. I think it looks really nice. All of them are going to carry that satin chrome finish. You got that 15 degree, and I like the subtle bend, because some wrenches are just like a straight, you know, bend in the wrench. There you got your ratings, basically the same information that we went over before, and then whatever you select, you know, it will give you the specifications on. So if you're looking for details on the wrench, Tekton's going to provide it for you. They do a very good job of that. Once again, this set was $150. With the organizer, it's $160. But looking at other reversible ratcheting wrench sets, here you have the gear wrench 16-piece set, where we were looking at a 14-piece set. So even the 13-piece set is going to be roughly the same price. The only thing is, with the gear wrench, you do skip sizes, whereas Tekton, when they provide you a set, it's a no skip set. Then you have the Icon, which is normally $160. This one is on sale for $140. And then you get that kind of blow molded little plastic tray, 10 through 19 for the sizes with no skips. So I think the Icon one is definitely a good one to consider, especially if you can get it on sale. So definitely do your shopping around, even though I do like it when Tekton upgrades their tools and makes changes. I think it's always for the better, but still do your shopping around. If you're gonna consider gear wrench, make sure to get your, that's just my personal opinion, get your hands on the tools. Icon, that's easy. You can literally go to the store, pop one open, you know, get your hands on it. I think the Icon is a really good deal if you can get a discount, because Icon is in the same quality range as I would put gear wrench and Tekton when it comes to these wrenches. Gear wrench, once again, fluctuates, so just be careful. And then looking at their long double box end ratcheting wrenches. So I actually own these in the 6-point design. I really enjoy them, but obviously 12-point is the more common one. I know a lot of people that really like the 6-point design, but obviously more people are in the market for a 12-point because it's going to work for more fasteners, be able to get down into those tight areas with the long reach, and you want to be able to get on it from multiple different angles, where a 6-point kind of limits you in certain situations. So this is just going to be more suited for the majority of people. So once again, you can get this individually, or you can get them in a organizer like this. No pouch available for this style of wrench, or you can get it in the modular design as well. Looking at the most popular size set, which is going to be the 6 through 19, is $195, which I will say is priced quite well. But there are some things to consider when looking at this set. So you do now have a 12-point design, still a 72-tooth mechanism like I stated earlier. You do have 180 degree of flex, the dimensions of any wrench that you need to see. Now comparing this is a set 6 through 19. It does not skip any sizes. Down over here behind my dome, you can see the sizes there. If we look at some others, gear wrench is at 162. Now, this is a set from Gear Wrench I didn't even know existed. I knew Gear Wrench had released a lot of their new 90-tooth design stuff, but I had no idea that they released. I knew they had the old 72-tooth, and then you could also get the 120 XP. I no idea that they released this. I don't know how long this has been out, if it's been out as long as their 90-tooth comfort grip ratchets, or when it came out. I figured I'd throw this one in here, $161. I haven't had any issues with the Gear Wrench 90-tooth mechanisms in their ratchets or anything, so if this is the same quality as that, this is a Gear Wrench product I would definitely consider, especially in this price range. I think that is priced very well. This is a 6-piece set, and nowhere does it state the sizes that you get, and their image quality is garbage. Another set being the Icon. This is a 5-piece set, so a little bit smaller set, 2 pieces smaller, and it's going to be roughly $30 more. If you can get it on sale, that's better. The thing to keep in mind is what you're getting. The Tekton is just your standard flex head 12-point design. With the Icon, you're actually getting a reversible spline drive 12 point with an offset. So you're getting a lot more features here. There you can see the reverse switch. I like that, as long as it doesn't get knocked around. You can see the offset. Also got the flush on the other side. So overall, I like the Icon's design better, just because of the features that it holds or has. So I think $225 for this set is actually really reasonable, and certain times of the year you can get it closer to the $170 price range, so that is a fantastic deal. Also keep in mind, Mountain is the exact same thing. There are probably 10 brands out there that sell the exact same ones as Icon, Mountain, Cornwell, Matco. They've changed over the years, but they've all at one point had the same set as what you see here. The differences are going to be the tooth count and the gear that's built into it. The Icon, I'm not sure if I stated this, but this one is a 90 tooth, so you're also getting a 90 tooth. I would have preferred Tekton to have a 90 tooth on their new one. 72 tooth is not a deal breaker. That's still kind of the standard. I think it's moving more towards 90 tooth, so that would have been nice to see, but definitely not a deal breaker. You got the same switch, the same offset. It's the same as the Icon, same price range. So I do like everything that Tekton is offering now with these wrenches. I'm excited to see the reversible ones. That's probably my most commonly used wrench, is a reversible ratcheting wrench. I do like the design and shape of it. I think they've done a good job. Give it a little while. Here's some reviews. I may purchase one of each of these and do a comparison to some of the other wrenches. Let me know your guys' thoughts if you guys would like to see that down in the comments. Other than that, if you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to smash that thumbs up. Leave a comment down below of your guys' thoughts. Make sure to do your research, figure out the best tool for your needs. How hard are you going to be using these tools? Get the best price. Always make sure to do your research and do comparisons. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.